It's bumper video time.
Wow,
Let's do it.
Look at that.
If I can't teach you one way, I'll teach you another. But I'm gonna get the job done.
Literally 12:45 a.m.
We're burning daylight.
I love that. Burning daylight.
You better start packing the handgun.
Wow, Mama Bear.
PapaBearAlaska.
That just gets me going right there. That
Makes you
gets
want to
me
go
going.
to Alaska.
Oh, yeah. I want to go to Alaska. Do you want to go to Alaska?
Yeah.
Today's theme is all about Alaska. So I want to thank you guys for coming in. We've got already 15 people jumped in.
Welcome.
This is great. So if you figured out how to click and share, over on the left side of the screen, there's a button and you can share it on the different platforms and you can get this and it'll send a link out to people. So I encourage you to definitely do that. And so share, share, share. And I'm not talking about the singer.
Oh, thank you, Lexi.
Excellent. Excellent. You shared. Lexi's awesome. We couldn't do this without you. Like literally, we couldn't do this without Lexi. Lexi makes it happen. Well, again, today's all about Alaska.
Alaska.
We're going to give you guys some really cool Alaska information. We're going to give you some cool Alaska. We're going to do some Q&A.
Yes.
And you've lived in Alaska how long?
My whole life, born and raised.
Born and raised.
I love Alaska.
We're in our 20th year. I feel like I've been here my whole life, but I haven't because I'm much older than that. But we're in our 20th year in Alaska, but you're been a few more years than that.
Yep.
We should do a poll on guessing your age. You guys want to do a poll?
Well, you already told them I'm over 20, so
well,
if they were listening.
Yeah, if they were listening. Yeah, that's true. All right, you guys want to guess her age? That would be fun. All right, I'll let you guys do that.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Great to have you in here. Thanks so much for coming in. Be sure and share this out. Let's get some people, and we're going to talk Alaska. And I think what we're going to do is probably kick off
25.
with, what's the first thing that we're going to kick off with? And we're going to
Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, we're going to do a Keeley poll, and it's going to be a Keeley factoid. So we're going to kick off with a Keeley factoid here in a few minutes. But before we do that, real quick, type off to the right and tell us where you're from so that we can give you a quick shout out. So you can just put your state,
Ohio. Nice.
Country, state, province, or prison, I always say. So Ohio's in the house.
Wisconsin.
That looked like it said Wisconsin. See, hi, Steve. Illinois is here. We got the East Coast turning it up, huh?
So
East Coast is dominating.
Northeast.
Missouri. What part of Missouri? Our daughter lives in Missouri. What part of Missouri are you in? Hello from Missouri. And
Boca Raton.
Florida.
Florida.
Florida's
Nice.
in the house. You guys getting some crazy weather in Florida as well? Or is it just New
Pennsylvania.
York? Is it just New York? You figured out the end, huh? That was cool.
Mhm.
All right. Are you guys ready for a poll? Are you ready for a poll? Let's
it.
we're gonna do a poll.
Oh wow.
And let's do
Wow.
this. Ready, go.
This is a funny poll. I've probably gotten all of those.
I think I'll move over and you move in so they can look at you.
I've gotten all of those. You should have put Hawaiian on there because I've gotten that.
So people think you're Hawaiian.
Yep.
All right,
And
guys, what do you think? What is
Korean.
Keeley? Is she Filipino?
I've gotten
Oh,
Korean.
we go 100%. You're 100% Filipino. Ooh.
You never
Okay.
know.
Now you're
Could be all
Eskimo.
of those.
Now you're American Indian. Oh, Scandinavian. I love it.
Nobody thinks I'm Italian? Come on now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. This is fun. Come on, guys. What do you think?
Italy.
We've got 19 people in the house,
It's
and it
pretty-
looks like
it's
4
split-
people have voted. So we
it's
need everybody
split
voting.
evenly too. They all voted differently.
Yeah, Lexi, are you allowed to vote on these
Oh.
things, Lexi? You need to vote. If you do you get voting privileges, or if you're an employee, do they take those away from you and you don't get to have fun? You need to vote. Okay, so everybody vote in here. All right, so nobody thinks you're Italian.
Nobody.
Wow.
I wonder why.
How often do stay in the picture though? You got to come this way a little bit. So how often has anybody ever said you're Italian or asked?
No,
if you are?
I don't think so. But I've gotten Korean. I've
Korean.
gotten Chinese. I've gotten Hawaiian, gotten Filipino.
She was born in America, so she's Native American. This is so true. This is so true. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I mean, I have, you could have family that immigrated too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so is that all we have on the poll right there? We have, because right now it's 33 and 33, American Indian and Inupiaq Eskimo. So guys, so we need a tiebreaker here. We need a tiebreaker. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
And then you're going to give up the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to tell the truth. You keep disappearing. Come over this way. Yeah, stay in the picture. You're having fun. Whoa, 42% over the top. Did you just vote? So somebody voted. We only got 7 people voting. Y'all don't like to vote? Come on, guys. This is not a voting scam. This is not rigged. This is not rigged voting. It's just like literally this is the free market of voting. Right here, it's a quick poll.
What if I was eating pasta? Would you think I was Italian?
We should have had you eating pizza or something, huh? Yeah. We've got now 37%. I don't know. Should we got 8 people? I'll hold out for another minute, and then we're going to, I don't know. This is looking, it's actually, what do you think? What do you think? How do you think it's going? Are you surprised by any of these?
No. Not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay. All right. So we'll end the poll. Tell them. Tell them, Kaylee.
Well, I am half Inupiaq Eskimo, and then the other half, whoever voted Scandinavian, I guess that would be technically true because my dad's side immigrated from Norway and Germany, and we've got some Danish in the mix, but mainly Inupiaq Eskimo.
Is that so cool? That's awesome, huh? Yeah, pasta. Yeah, everyone eats pasta. Exactly.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
All right. So questions do cost $2, but we want to keep control of that. But if you have a question for her, pop it up there. Go ahead. But we're just going to move on to the next thing. We're talking about Alaska. If you have a question that you're just dying to get answered about it, then you could go ahead and pop it up. If it's a question that has to do with an upcoming poll, because we've got a few more polls coming on, then we may hold off on the answer until we do the poll, but it'll be a lot of fun. Okay. So I think right out the get-go, let's talk about food, Alaskan food. So when you're dealing, and we'll go into the diversity of like cultures later, after we do a poll. And but let's talk about the diversity of food, not so much focused on the individual cultures, but so let's name some of the food. So obviously salmon, we're kind of known for salmon.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
And what's your favorite salmon?
King salmon.
Yeah, I'm with her. It's oily, huh?
It's the top. It's the top of the food chain.
Yeah, it's the king of salmon. And what would be second to you?
Kenai red salmon.
Right there. Right there. Yeah, Kenai red would be second.
The kind that you dip net.
The kind we dip net. And then is there a third?
Silver salmon.
Right there, silver. I'm on it. And then you guys ever see the can of salmon at the store and it says pink salmon? Alaskans pretty much don't eat that. It's what we call the canned salmon. It's the stuff that's not good enough to fillet for your family, so you shove it in a can.
If that was all that was left, I would eat that. But
that's like the tuna fish in a can of salmon.
Yeah.
For Alaskans. And you'll see people down the ocean like they'll catch a pink salmon and they just throw it away, and then they're going for silver or reds or whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the salmon. Now, what are some of the other like real indigenous foods that Alaska is known for?
Well, we got moose and caribou as far as like venison. If you live here, instead of buying beef, if you can, you want moose meat in your freezer and you want caribou. Yeah. There's deer in Southeast Alaska, but mainly September, if you come to Alaska, it's moose season because you'll just be walking in the Walmart parking lot and you'll see some guy's truck with a big moose rack or even a moose wrapped in a tarp in the back of his truck because he just got back from his moose hunt.
And everybody's wearing camouflage.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of September.
That's like moose hunting time.
Did that just pop up for some reason? Wow. So that popped up on its own. So this is so true. And camouflage is sort of like the color in the fall time for everybody wearing camo, but it's pretty cool. Besides that, let's go back to kind of like the seafoods.
Okay.
What do you have right here to show us?
So September is moose hunting if you are in the interior or basically any other part of Alaska, interior and south. But up north, on the coast, September it's not moose hunting season. It is whaling season. And back in the 1800s, it was legal for people. Okay. No, I haven't been bitten by a polar bear. That would be a very bad day.
Yeah, that would be. They have a really long jaw.
Yeah, I don't think you would survive
very
that.
Strong. Yeah, because their jaw's designed because they feed off of seals. And so they can open their mouth large enough to grab that seal and literally just snap it. Very violent.
Pull
if
it
you've
out
ever
of
seen it.
The hole.
It's
the air hole.
It's a violent hunt. If you've ever watched a video of it, or you may have seen it live, huh?
No, not live, but you've
seen polar bears. We've seen polar bears. Yeah.
Yeah. September is a big, if you ever come to Alaska and you get a flight to Koktovik in September, you'll see polar bears galore because September is whaling season. And in the 1800s, it used to be legal commercially to hunt whales. And so there would be ships that would come up from, in Maine, in California, the ships would depart from there and they'd have crews and they'd go all along the coast hunting whales because they would use the baleen of the whale for women's corsets. It was kind of like a plastic. It's the same kind of feeling except harder. They would use
There's actually some of it behind us over our head on the
right
wall.
Behind the tree.
That big, long, plastic-looking thing came out of the mouth of a whale. And that one's what, about 7 feet, 8 feet long?
About 7.
Yeah.
Good sized baleen.
Yeah.
So they outlawed commercial whaling. So you're not allowed to hunt them commercially. But Native Alaskans who have traditionally hunted whales for subsistence, they're allowed to, villages have a quota where they can harvest a certain number each year. And September is one of the big times of the year where people will be hunting. They'll go out in their boats and hunt whale. And I remember I was in an interior Alaskan village and one of the native local people was asking me, let me hear your moose call, Keely. And I'm like, I don't know how to do moose call where I'm from. This is whaling season. And so it's a big deal. One small village of 200 can, if they harvest 3 whales, they'll be able to share the meat and the blubber of that whale with the whole village. For
everybody eats all winter, the whole year, really.
Yep.
And what do you have right here on the plate?
So this is a little sample of whale blubber from the bowhead whale harvested this last whaling season.
This is it.
This is the blubber part. This black part is the skin.
And when it's raw, what do you call it?
When it's raw, you call it muck duck.
And it's muck
duck.
Muck duck.
And when it's fresh, when they first harvest it, they boil it like this, and this is called unalik.
Okay.
And so this is the blubber and the skin of the whale. So that's
literally
bowhead whale blubber.
The
and
blubber
then
from a bowhead whale.
Yep. And then you cut it up. This is when they boil it fresh, and then you cut it up into pieces. And it's really soft and rich.
Now, I found that the fat part of it, which is the lighter portion, it's actually really soft to chew.
Yeah, unless it's frozen.
Okay, that's true.
Then it's chewy.
Then the black part, though, what is that called? It's more of the...
That's just the skin. Yeah.
It's part of the skin, and people eat that.
Yeah, you eat the whole thing.
But I found that the black part can almost be like leather sometimes.
Oh,
do you notice that sometimes?
Yeah, when you eat
it really chewy.
Frozen. But fat is a big part of the Inupiaq Eskimo diet.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, you just have to have that rich source of fat.
So
they'll harvest the whale and they'll cut it up. In each whaling crew will get the people on the crew that helped will get shares. And then each whaling crew is responsible to store away shares in their ice cellar so that during the Thanksgiving and Christmas feast, when the whole village comes together for a community feast, the whaling crews will pull out their shares and then they'll pass it out to the whole village. So, but the only time a year you get the fresh boiled like this is when you're actually there in the village during whaling season. So,
do you remember that year we took a team and we did an outreach in it was
St. Lawrence Island.
St. Lawrence Island. And we shipped our food 2 weeks before, but there was a mess up with the airlines. And so our food didn't show up. We had a team of 16. It was winter time, super cold. It was 35 below zero and crazy winds. And the place we stayed, the locals found out we didn't have any food. The only thing that we found was pancake batter in the house we were staying in, and peanut butter and popcorn. And so they started bringing us trays of this, and we ate a lot of muktuk. Yeah. And so you got to eat a piece.
So this is heated up. It's the boiled, and you don't have to use a fork, but because I'm going to be showing something later, I don't want to get my hands oily because this is very oily. But this is oily. Like very desired stuff. Like I live in the interior, so I don't get to enjoy this during whaling season. But sometimes if you're lucky, your family or friends will mail it to you, which like my aunt sent us a whole bunch. And this is great also because interior Native Alaskans, they don't obviously hunt whale because they're not on the ocean, but they love to trade. So a lot of times when I get muktuk, I'll just post on Facebook and say, hey, anybody want to trade me? And they'll trade me. I'll give them muktuk and they'll give me moose meat, or they'll trade me salmon or dried fish. It's a great tool for bartering, just to share the different kinds of foods.
The interior Indians seem to love to get muktuk shipped, and then they'll send caribou back. And so a lot of bartering still happens in Alaska. And I love bartering. Yeah. Okay, you going for it?
All right.
Here goes. All right. You know what? We should do a poll. We should do a poll, just a yes or no poll. All right. We should do a poll, like who would want to try this poll? I'm just kind of curious.
So they said, do you season it with anything? People, it's all personal taste. You can season it with.
Can I use your fork?
Some people, I just do salt. Some people like to have it with A1 sauce. If it's muktuk, the frozen kind, it is comparable to like the category of sushi, and it tastes really good with kimchi. But just plain with salt is delicious too.
You know, the smell of it kind of reminds me of seal oil, just a little bit. Have you noticed that?
I can see that.
I love seal oil, by the way. They'll take the fat of the seal, cut it in strips, and stick it like in a 5-gallon bucket or a jar. Render.
You can do that with this.
And then the oil rises to the top, and you dip it out and use it much like you would like olive oil. You know how you dip bread in olive oil? Well, that's how the Eskimos will take seal oil, right? And what's some of the stuff you'll put on seal oil?
Fish. You could use it with dried seal meats. Yeah, you could put it in your soup. You could.
I haven't had this in so long. This is actually good.
It is good.
I'm not lying. This is really good. It's not tough like I'm used to.
Yeah, because it's the boiled. So this fat right here, what he was talking about, the seal oil, you could also do that with the whale blubber. You can cut the raw whale blubber into strips in a jar and let it render, and then you just stir it and use it. Oh, wow, it's pretty split.
God, look at that. Isn't that crazy? From a whale.
Bowhead whale. That large.
And this whale came from where? Barrow? Oh, Koktovik. Okay. Tell them where Koktovik is.
So Koktovik is east of Point Barrow. So if you look at Alaska at the very top of the map, and then you follow the coastline east right before Canada, that's Koktovik. And that Koktovik is the local name. But if you look on the map, it's called Barter Island, because it used to be when they did the commercial whaling, there was a man named Tom Gordon, who's actually my great-great-grandfather. He set up a trading post on Barter Island. Wow. And so the commercial whaling ships and the people traveling along the coast would set up, and they would meet on Barter Island and trade their supplies there. And in the, later, they started settling around the locals, like the native people started settling because they were nomadic before that, but they started settling.
That is, are you guys liking this information? Steve said, does it taste like chicken? No, Steve, it doesn't at all. It tastes like muktuk.
Yeah, it's very unique taste.
Very unique.
It has a seafood tone to it.
Yeah, it does. But it'll actually, I've noticed when you eat, it's been a long time since I've eten much of it, but it does heat up your body.
Yeah.
Like it does something, really energizes you. It's actually healthy for you, which is hard to believe.
Said no.
All righty. So that's okay. We'll end that poll. So most of you are in the no category. All right. That's all right. At least you're being honest. We got a few of you that are kind of adventurous and you're like, I'm going to try this thing. It's going to be cool. Very cool. All right. You can just set up whenever you're ready. Set the next one up. We've got some fun giveaways that we're going to do. So stick around. hopefully you can stay for this whole show. We're going to try to keep it at about an hour. We started at 4 o'clock our time, so 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And for those of you, we got a lot of East Coast people, so it's like what, 9? No, 8.
8. Yep.
8 p.m. Is that what it is? About 8:25 down there where you're at? Is that right? So this is one of the items that we're going to give away today.
Nice.
I'm really excited to tell you about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also you, as we showed in our Periscope earlier, you've got some earrings you're giving away.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something about Keely that you don't know. You may not know this. She makes native jewelry and she makes custom jewelry. So you literally can contact her and she would make custom earrings or whatever it is you want and make it to your color specification and all of that. And so that's what she has, a side business, and she does that to help pay for what she does in missionary work. So it's great. So if you want something custom you're not going to find, it's going to be cool. You want to show those off?
So these are made out of porcupine quill. Porcupine from Interior, Alaska. So this isn't something that's native to the region that I'm from, but it's native to the interior.
There's that better. I'll cover my face. Yeah,
this piece is called Begin Anew for the New Year. And those are just some simple quill earrings. The ones I'm wearing are a little bit more elaborate. They're also made with porcupine quill. But you can find more photos and examples on my website or on Instagram and Facebook.
There we go.
Some other examples. Those are all made with quills.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Also, another example from Interior, Alaska are the feather earrings, which these are made out of grouse feather, which is a relative to the Alaska state bird, the ptarmigan.
All right.
Which we do eat that as well, and it's delicious.
Now, you want to join in to win these, and here's why, even if you're a guy, because there's a woman in your life that would love these, right?
Yeah.
Great gift.
They're lightweight.
And they're super lightweight, and they're just beautifully done. For some reason, the camera's like not picking up the detail, but these are beautiful, and these are what's going to go out to somebody.
Yeah.
And so I say we do a giveaway. Let's spin the wheel.
All right.
Let's do it. All right, people, got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to sign in. Click on that bad boy right over there. And the winner has the option of actually coming onto the show. And that's a great way to come and ask an Alaska question or tell us, something about Alaska. And I meet so many people. We got 3 people entered. You got a 1 in 3 chance of winning right now. Come on. We got 31 people watching. Let's get people in there. Or 16 right now live, I guess. Is that how it works? And so jump in there and let's enter this thing. Mama Karen, are you going to win? Did you enter? It's going to be cool. And what was I going to say? What was I talking about? We were talking about earrings.
Oh, even if you're a guy and you have a lady in your life.
Yeah, you want to give them to somebody. These are really cool. You're not going to find these at Walmart. You know what I mean? These are custom made. We have 5 people that have entered. It's going to be fun. This thing ends in 1 minute. You want to jump in. Oh, I was going to say you have the option to come in live with us, and that's going to be a lot of fun. It'll give you a second to test your audio and your video. And if you have any questions, Lexi is probably still in the house, and she can help you.
So beading is a not something that originated in Alaska, but so these are earrings. But when you talk about beading in Alaska, people there's the kind like this where to me it's more simple. You're creating earrings or other handicrafts, but then there's also the kind of beading in Alaska where people bead directly on moose hide. And this is just an example. This is not a giveaway. This is not for sale. This was personally given to me, but it's beadwork on moose hide. And before Alaska was a state and there were ships going up the Yukon River into the interior, they would trade beads with locals for supplies like wood for their steamships or different things, and they were called trade beads.
Let's spin the wheel.
And in Alaska, you can still find actual pieces of jewelry made with trade beads,
which is really cool,
decades ago, and those are actual glass beads. But the way that, you know, if you've seen regalia from interior Alaskans, like the chief vests or the dresses that have the beadwork, the beads weren't indigenous to the villages. Whoa, I almost thought Maria was going to win it. Is Maria here?
I just saw
Maria. Her. Scout dog, double leg, sergeant, double.
Okay, all you got to do is hit the accept.
Awesome! Congratulations.
And if we have a camera and audio ready,
does he get to pick between the survival item or the earrings?
No. We're only giving away earrings right now.
Oh, okay. So he just won the earrings.
Yeah, he just won that's going to be coming up.
So
where are we?
Beading came to the interior because as a result of trading with Westerners. That's how the beads came to the villages, and then they started doing this beautiful beadwork. And what's really cool is people can tell
there we go
where you're from based on what kind of beadwork you have. So you had those gloves, Papa Bear. I had some slippers that had similar beadwork like this, and I was wearing them at an event. And a lady, she was a native lady, she knew who made them based on the type of beadwork, because
kind of like a painting, right?
Yeah,
design and whatnot.
Patterns that are specific to villages.
We got kicked out.
So
he's at work. You're at work right now. That's okay. We'll catch you next time.
Congratulations.
You can't come on. You're at work. Thanks for watching us. We'll just kind of keep it. Don't tell anybody he's watching from work. That's like, Mama Karen, I thought you were going to win. I mean, it was coming stinking close, right? It was right in there.
So that's a big thing. If you come to Alaska, check out a local event where they're selling, you know, people will come in all winter. Right now is a big time to be working on your handicrafts when you're cold inside. And then come summer, come fall time, people will bring out their supplies and sell their goods. And it's an awesome way to take home a piece of Alaska.
Yeah. Let's do that one. And, you know, you're so right, because you can go into the storefronts in Alaska and find some really amazing stuff, but you're going to pay full retail. And if you can go to a native event or even a cultural event, that's where they'll pay like $50 for a table, and they're selling stuff that they handmade themselves.
Yeah.
And you're going to find way better deals. Kind of like the jewelry that she sells. She sells it for half the price of what you're going to find in the store. And so this is a great way to go if you know a native person who makes it. It's really amazing. And there's some native items that you can't purchase unless they're made by a native, right?
Yeah, like ivory and baleen. You can purchase it, but there's specifications like even how they handle
certain animals, right? Too like what about feathers or?
Yeah, you can't. These I can sell because they're made with birds, but you can't technically sell feather earrings if they're made with migratory ducks. Now, if you are native to that region and you make yourself a pair of earrings made out of migratory ducks, you can wear them, but you technically can't take that piece of jewelry out of that region, technically. So, because there were a bunch of waterfowl, which are very important to the ecosystem and very important to life, like in, you know, different regions, and they again around the same time they did commercial whaling, the waterfowl almost went extinct, and so now the waterfowl, the ducks, the migratory ducks are protected.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's what they told me, because I got some duck feathers from Koktovik and I wasn't sure what I could do with them, and so I called Fish and Wildlife and they told me you can't actually sell anything made with duck feathers because they are protected. Migratory birds.
Wow. And then let's move this to 1 minute instead of 2. I think you can adjust that. No,
that's different.
Oh, okay.
And jewelry is not the only thing that are handicrafts made in Alaska. If you go into the villages or you go to different places, you'll find handicrafts like this. These are knitted socks made by yarn. You know, it's a very prized thing for Alaskans because this is, you know, back before, you know, you had access to the stores in Anchorage and Fairbanks, people made their clothing and they made their warm gear. Yeah. And, you know, these are made by like a grandma lady in one of the villages. And, you know, they have like the little designs, like these are very prized and expensive. But handmade wool socks and parkas and hats.
Oh, you got to try. She's going to model this hat for you. Check it out.
These are handmade crafts that have a purpose.
Now, who made this hat?
My aunt helped me make this hat.
Okay, and this is a fox hat.
Made out of red
And you're
fox.
actually selling this red fox hat.
I am selling this hat.
$300.
$300.
Yeah,
normally they're
beautiful.
$350 new for
That's
hats.
cool. So they could contact you if they were interested
Yes,
in this hat.
you were seriously interested.
Yeah, cool. Hey, let's do a poll.
Time for a poll.
Time for a poll. All right, how many native dialects are there in
okay.
Alaska? All right, guys, let's see what you know. Let's see how much you know about Alaska. So when we say how many native dialects, we're talking languages. So we're talking actual languages. All right. So like your background would be a Nupiaq Eskimo. So that's a language.
Yay, Maria. There's a way to examine. Yes.
4 voted so far. Wowza. Wowza. Wow. My goodness.
Wow. Good. That's some good votes there.
Okay. We got 7 voting. Come on, we need a few more. Let's get some votes in.
Is there a way to examine?
You need that. It's cooler here than yeah. For those of you that are dealing with cold fronts right now.
Yeah,
You're
that
like,
will keep you warm.
Man, that fox hat.
Keep your cheeks from getting frostbite because it hugs your.
Now you know what's interesting.
Your face.
I wear a fox hat. You know, the one that you gave me years ago. I wear a fox hat, and you guys have seen pictures. It's my mugshot that's on the show. I'm wearing a fox hat that she gave me, and I can wear it in the interior, and I get lots of compliments. But if I wear that fox hat up north, where you're from, like I'm told that they would harass me because it's the women that wear fox.
Oh.
So up north, everybody has a different culture. Speaking of cultures, so up north, what do the men wear? It's usually
beaver or sealskin.
Sealskin.
You see that a lot, and I never realized that. But yeah, I do see
up north. The women will wear fox. But down here, especially outfitters and stuff, you'll see them wearing wolf. I have a wolf ruff.
Yeah, the men definitely wear wolf more.
Okay, we got time? Do we have one more vote, or we're good?
Wow.
So who's winning this thing? You all is smart. Can you actually click it? No, I was just curious. All right, let's end the vote. Shazam, guys, and it is between 200 and 300. The last count I got was around 230 different native dialects. That's languages in Alaska.
So you have the big state that's broken up, and there's like around 7 to 8 different major native groups. But within that, you have all the different dialects and languages. So up north and to the west, you have the Eskimos. You have 2 main Eskimo groups, right? Nupiaq, and then you come down into Yupik Eskimo. And then down we have the St. Lawrence Island, which are Siberian Yupik Eskimo. They have their own language. And there's 2 villages there. And then you have what's called, Southeast Alaska, you have mostly Indian tribes. Tlingit, Haida, Tsimshian. And then on the other side is Aleutian, the Aleutian chain, Aleut. They have their own language. And then the interior is Athabascan, which within the Athabascan nation, there are many different Athabascan tribes that have like Witchin Athabascan speaks a totally different Athabascan than the Koyukon Athabascan or the Tanacross Athabascan. There may be words that cross over, but they're totally different languages. 12, I think about a dozen languages just within when you say Athabascan. And when we say Athabascan, guys, if you have background that's like Comanche Indian, Apache, Navajo, those are all Athabascan. Think of Athabascan as a nation, and then they have separate tribes with languages. So it's pretty crazy. So Alaska is people will ask us, so do you speak Native Alaskan? And you just smile and go, that's a huge question. Language? Hundreds of languages. And there's been a huge push in recent years to restore languages. But if you go to Southwest Alaska, where Angela is from, the language is still very strong there. Like there's some villages where they teach instead of English in school, they teach English as a second language. A lot of the kids there and the communities, they still are very fluent and thriving in their
isn't this fun, guys? I hope you've shared it out to some folks.
Yeah.
Let's get the next thing ready because we're having some fun with this.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Oh, yeah. So are we able to bring up a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So he's going to bring up a photograph. We'll split the screen here. And I'm going to do a quick little promo because I want to give away some ebooks.
Oh,
so for those of you that read,
guys.
So this particular oh, could you move this one?
Definitely have a lot of time to read in Alaska during winter time.
Is that all right? All right. So
at home.
So take a look at the platform building series. That's a JPEG we just threw up there. Yep. So building your brand, maximizing the potential of your brand, and breaking the fear of public speaking. That's the focus of this tri-set of books. So these 3 books, they're in ebook format, and I'm going to give them away.
Wow.
I'm going to give away to whoever wins the spinning wheel here.
Just hopped on.
So,
shout out to Brother Bear.
Oh, wow. Did he really?
Yep.
Brother
right
Bear?
There.
Ross
got
is
2
in
Alaskans in the house with us.
Awesome. And so Ross is Eskimo as well, and he's in here right now.
Oh, that's
he's
awesome,
learning
Maria.
something that's great. So this first book, I'm so branded, it left a mark. Real quick, I'm going to tell you about the book. So I'm so branded, it left a mark. Is volume 1 in the series, and it tells you what branding is, why you need to get branded, and then how to do it. Okay,
it's a good book.
Max Your Brand is going to give you details on how to do broadcasting professionally and not spend a lot of money, but actually get it done. Okay. And it's going to give you the encouragement you need to take your broadcasting to the next level, no matter what level you're at in that. And then the third book is a book I wrote that can really stand alone, but it's the 3rd volume, and it's Public Speaking 101, because guess what? One of the #1 fears that people have is
public speaking.
Yeah. How many of you would say
even more than the fear of dying, which is amazing.
Yeah. How many of you would say that like you could just type it there on the side note there, just type it. How many of you would say public speak? You have a fear of public speaking?
I did. I remember the first outreach we went on, and you told me that I was giving a testimony. I was so scared, but
now you speak in front of all kinds of groups.
I'm not afraid of public speaking.
Big groups, little groups.
Because I essentially read your book, but through a span of time over all the years, you teaching it to me.
Oh, righty.
And to all of us, Maria and
you're okay.
Ross,
you do that every week. That's awesome. All right, guys, you got 2 weeks.
That's good.
2 minutes. 2 weeks. 2 minutes
Mama
to enter.
P.
Oh, I need some coffee. I am.
Who's
so
gonna
tired.
win the platform building series books? We will see.
And how this works is all you have to do is give me an email address, and I literally send you downloadable copies. Or what I'll probably do is just send them a link to the website with a like you go to that's what we'll do, right? And so you'd actually go to the store like you're going to buy it, but you put in a coupon code, and it's going to be a secret coupon code I'll give just to you. And you put that in there, and it'll come up $0, 0 cents. And it's basically a free download that way. So we'll go that route. It'll be cool. You're going to love these books. You're going to be really encouraged. So we have 4 people.
It's all right, Maria.
Yeah, you really should. Maria, go ahead and jump in there.
You can forward them to somebody else.
Yeah, there you go.
In Missouri.
You know, that's true. I guess somebody could do that if they
wow, that's
them.
awesome, Steve. We have a Toastmaster club here in North Pole.
Oh, you know what? We have one in Fairbanks, and a couple of months ago they asked to print my book.
Really?
On Public Speaking 101. They wanted to use it. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's cool. So it's actually being used at a Toastmasters. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And then they're probably going to have me come talk about it. And then they're going to critique me and shred me.
Give you all kinds of new tips for your part 2.
Yeah, for part 2. Huh? All righty. We got 20 seconds. Anybody else want to jump in there? 4 people are interested in winning a book. Anybody else? You got
wow.
10
Fort
seconds.
That's
you got it. Oh, wow. That's cool. 5, 4, 3, 2,
and
1.
Here's the wheel.
Shazam. All right. Let's see. Steve, are you going to win? You want to just kind of predict it? Are you going to win?
Man.
You have a 1 in 4 chance, you know.
Oh, I see. They have the names just repeated.
Yep. Yep. It just keeps spinning around. Isn't that cool?
See. Mama Karen, you can pass it on.
What, does she already have the books?
No, but she said she speaks every Sunday.
Yeah, well, that's only one of the book. You'll enjoy the other 2. You really will.
Cool.
And the spin the wheel. What happened? Did it?
Congratulations.
Dun dun dun. All right, we're gonna invite you in if you'd like to come in. Would you like to come in and say hello? Waiting for Mama Karen. Okay, so we're gonna see if it comes up. Right now it shows green. We want red, right? It shows green. Green right now.
We don't see it.
Yeah, we don't see you yet. But if it pops up and if everything's working with your camera and your audio, we're gonna bring you in. If not, we'll do it another time.
Ross, you missed
Thunder 802.
The muktuk.
Ross, we ate muktuk in the show.
You missed it.
Watch the episode.
There you go.
Look at that right there. Gonna make you hungry, buddy. All right. All right. So Karen, are you trying to get in there? Oh, you're hungry now, huh?
Karen.
Are you? Oh, we're getting close. Something changed. What happened there? Something changed. Don't go changing. Cool. It's something. Is she coming in? Is it working? Is it working?
I'm not getting her camera.
Hey, she's going in. Don't have trouble getting on your camera. Oh man, bummer.
Sorry.
We'll get you next time. But the Duke joined us. He's right over here.
Yep.
He's right
as well as a beaver.
Yeah, we got the beaver and the Duke and the other side. You have to remember to point the other way. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, cool.
Handicrafts.
All right, Brother Bear, you're on the road. And Ross is from St. Lawrence Island, the island we talked about a few minutes ago. He's actually from there. He is Siberian Yupik Eskimo, and he's right there. See the big R where it says Brother Bear? That is Ross. That's very cool. Okay, it's okay. You had a red box with my camera on. What does that mean? I don't know, and I don't see Lexi. I think Lexi left me. Lexi. I think she left me. Maybe she thought I got this, but I think she's gone. It's still not working?
Thunder.
Oh, okay. So, Thunder, you're the one helping me? Oh, Lexi's here. Lexi, we tried to bring Mama Karen on, but, well, if you guys can figure it out, that's cool. Well, anyway, what's the next thing on our agenda here? I don't want to miss anything in the time frame that we have.
Factoids.
Oh, let's do
I love Alaska.
We're gonna do Alaskan factoid because they're just fun. And again, if you have any questions for Keely, you have any questions about Eskimo life or about Barrow, Alaska, or polar bears, or better yet, her jewelry. Ask her questions about her jewelry. You can go ahead and hit the question, ask a question, the blue button, pop it up there, and she will personally address you.
I think you should tell the story about the bear claw, Papa Bear.
The bear claw?
Yeah, your illustration.
Oh, yeah.
I make these bear claw necklaces, but really, Papa Bear is the one that sells them with this illustration because it just connects with people so well. You want to tell your illustration about the bear claw?
Yeah, it is. Well, do you want me to do that before we pop the poll up? I'll just go aheed.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody can see me good. Is this showing up right now?
No.
Okay, we're good. So this was told to me by an old, who has passed away now, but an old native elder. And he was wearing
this is a really simple necklace.
And that's
this is like a pinky toe of a bear.
Yeah, a little toe. But I was gifting this native elder with a really nice necklace that she made. And Keely made it, and it had a nice big bear claw of a bear that I had harvested. It was a bear that tried to kill me. So I negotiated with it, and I won. And so
don't try that at home.
Yeah, don't try it at home. And so she made this beautiful jewelry out of it, and I was gifting this elder with it, and he was telling me the meaning of it. He said the bear claw has great meaning to the native people. He goes, the reason you wear a bear claw, it represents that you were being attacked by your enemy, but the enemy lost and you won, and you wear this as a symbol that you're an overcomer, and that you literally had authority over that thing that tried to kill you. And it's a memory. It's sort of like it tells your family that, Grandpa lived, but the bear didn't, but Grandpa lived to tell the story. And you wear it, and it's really a symbol of authority, and often for a chief to see a bear claw wearing around his neck. So pretty cool. Now let's do a poll. What year did Alaska become a state? Let's see what you guys know. What year do Alaska? This Alaska theme. I love Alaska.
1881, 1902, 1879, 1959.
We got 0 votes right now. Are we up and running?
1921.
Searching on Google.
Oh, you guys are Googling.
Who just
Y'all
did
are
that?
Okay, how many of you Googlers, bunch of Googlers.
Get some bad info on
Y'all
Google.
bunch of Googlers. We should have put some bad Google information out there just to mess y'all up.
Well, I guess that is 7 votes, so I guess everybody picked the same answer.
Y'all know. All right, so, okay, honestly, if you didn't know, Brother Bear, you already know this, right? But if you didn't know, Ross was born in 1959, by the way, so he remembers this. Just kidding. But, oops, sorry. But if you didn't know this, we got 10 votes. That's awesome. You guys did your homework. That's cool. That was too easy. We got to find a hard one. We got to find one you can't Google. Information that's non-Googleable. We got to make up a Google word. That's awesome.
I knew it wasn't in the 80s. Yeah.
Oh, the same year it wasn't. Okay. All right. So for those of you that Googled, if you didn't find out, how would you know? You think the issue's with Chrome? Oh, bummer. Okay.
She asked Alexa.
You asked Alexa. You asked. You're a year younger. Okay. I was born in 61, so I'm really close to that. I was born in 61. And Mama Bear was born in 81.
Remember studying it in school. Wow.
Just made that up. Oh, you do? Wow, that's very cool. Okay, 60. I'm right in there. Okay, 61 for me. All right. That's too cool. So I do want to say this. I'm excited about Gravy.Live in this new platform because it's going to give me some opportunity with all of you that I can't have on other platforms that I'm on with different, even interactive platforms. But I love the fact that it's real time. I see your comments immediately. But I'm really excited about the membership program. So it's $5 a month. You can click on the little red button. If you want to go ahead and click on it just for fun, you don't have to join when you click on that. You can click on it and read it, and it's going to tell you what you get. But one of the things that's really important is we're going to have in the future, in the very near future, I'm going to start having member-only shows. So in the member-only shows, I'm going to be showing you guys stuff behind the scenes that everybody else doesn't get to see. So we're going to show some video. We start next week. Am I right, Clarence?
Oh.
We start next week editing a show. In fact, let's show a video. What do we want to show? Let's show. You guys want to see a video? We're going to show you a video right now. And since we're talking about Alaska,
scenes.
I don't even care what you show. In fact, we can turn the volume off.
You know, we talked about statehood. Wasn't this cabin built before Alaska was a state during the homesteading days? Isn't that cool? Hey,
just for fun, let's do the Christmas video. All right, so this is just for fun because we're still in the Christmas mood. We got the tree and
Feliz Navidad. This song is still relevant because of this next line. Prospero año y felicidad. Yoo-hoo!
Come on, Mama. Come on, jump in here. It's almost over. Come on, jump over here. Behind me. Yeah, come in here.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry... I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, this is just a great song. How can you not like it? Are you guys seeing this okay?
Feliz Navidad.
You know, tortilla sounds good right now.
Prospero año y felicidad.
We're almost there.
Yay! Bam. Prospero año felicidad.
A little fun.
The earrings I gave away go right along with the Prospero año felicidad because they're called Begin Anew.
Oh, yeah, and
Begin
you know
anew for the new year.
Cool. And who won those? Do you remember?
Wasn't it Sergeant
Pepper?
Doug?
I just made that up.
Doug
York. That was a great movie. Sergeant York.
Sergeant.
Me, right there.
Sergeant Double G.
Okay, so
Double
I like
G.
that. That's cool. All right, so is there a first name we should give you, or a nickname, or a last name, or we just called you Sergeant? That works for me. Sergeant works.
Sergeant, that works for me.
I'm cool with that.
Sergeant.
Me. All right. Hey, let's get another video because we're talking about Alaska. We want to just show you, and this will have no audio to it, so we'll just play some. We'll just turn the.
Yeah, because you can't talk about Alaska without showing some of the scenery.
You got to see
unmatched scenery in Alaska.
Any of those is cool.
We don't have continuous 4G, but we do have unmatched scenery.
Whoa. Wow. All right. So this is literally iPhone footage taken on a river from our camp that's adjacent to the Yukon River. And this happened to be at 3. We did this boat ride at 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning.
Did you guys get that? It's not dark out.
I know. It's like
beautiful.
Yeah. You're late, but you're here. Thank you for coming in, Ashley. Great to have you.
Hey, Ashley.
So we're showing a little video clip. Super shallow river. So we're running a jet boat and going up this really tight river.
It almost kind of feels like you're on the boat.
It kind of feels like it. We saw moose, we saw beavers, we saw bald eagles, and we saw golden eagles and some fish. I don't remember what kind of fish we saw. There's no salmon in this particular river, which is a kind of a bummer. But there's lots of pike there. And the sky was just really popping. You can actually see the full version with all the audio and everything on my YouTube channel, PapaBearAlaska on YouTube. So pretty cool. We just wanted you to get an idea of what this looks like. So since we're talking about Alaska, like you said, you've got to see Alaska. We only got about 5 minutes. We're going to start wrapping this up, but let's see what else we got here. What else? What other? Yeah. Ooh, let's do that, guys. Let's talk about bears for a minute. I want to talk about bears. So I'm PapaBearAlaska, and people, one of the first things they ask me when I go live on a platform is, how did you get your nickname? And so I'll give the brief version of that is, my wife and I we're now 33 years of full-time youth ministry. So we work with young people. Often here in Alaska, we work with high-risk young people, and we do a lot of suicide prevention and whatnot. But going back into the history, early on, kids just started calling me Papa Bear, and it just caught on. So when I came to Alaska, it just seemed to be organic. It just happened. And I don't know. It's not because I had a fascination with bears. I think I have more like a healthy respect for bears. Does that make more sense? And I've learned a lot over the years, and I've had more bear encounters. I probably have more bear encounters in 1 year than most people will ever have in a lifetime. And so we're going to do a quick poll and see how smart you all are.
Did you know that you can trap bears?
You can trap them. Not all species of bears, but there's certain, you can trap the black bears. So which of these bears are the most dangerous? Now, I'm not talking about any other place on the planet. I'm talking about Alaskan, the most dangerous. We got 3 votes in the House. We got 4 votes. This is a fun one. And you can Google this if you want, but you're going to get some really misinformation because half of the people who are there putting information out there have never even been to Alaska, or they went to a zoo or watched a video or read. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Fake news.
Okay, this is going to be from people who live, indigenous people who would agree with the correct answer here. All right.
If you really want to see grizzly bear, go to Kodiak, right?
Yeah, brown bears, they would call them brown bears over there. Yeah.
If you want to see
and we'll talk about that in a minute. But anybody else want to pull? We got 8 people right now pulling. We got another. Hey, Cody, you want to come say hello? Yeah, you can come say hello. So we've got 8 people voted, and right now we're at 62% grizzly. Oh, give it for the grizzly. Black bear only got 12%. Brown bear got nothing. They're the biggest bear in Alaska.
Said Papa Bear.
Papa Bear, yeah. I should have added that one. Number 5. Papa Bear.
I think it's the mama bears that are the most dangerous.
Yeah,
because they're protecting their cubs.
Boy, you got that right. Yeah, I think black bears are the most underestimated. Yeah, they're the most underestimated. People go, oh, cute, a little black bear. A cute little 300-pound black bear could totally mess with your destiny. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 8 votes in, and we have 62% grizzly. And you're right, it's grizzly. In fact, the most feared bear among Native people, as I talk to them, would be the interior grizzly. So that's where we live, interior grizzly. And let me explain why. So the brown bear is actually part of the grizzly bear family. Okay, there's a lot of discussion about that.
We call them akhlaks.
Akhlaks. Okay. And they're much larger. I mean, they get 2 to 3 times bigger. They're huge. But they live near the ocean, and they feed mostly on fish. And some of those bears will eat up to 300 pounds of salmon a day. So they're fat and happy. Thank you, Lexley, though, for thinking of that. I'm really not that dangerous. But they're fat and happy. And you'll see photographs, places where you go and stand on a deck, and they take pictures of them feeding on fish because they're fat and happy. You're not going to do that with an interior grizzly. They're not fat and happy. They're hungry and they're mad. Have you ever gone without food for a few days? You get a little cranky.
Hangry.
They're hangry. Who did you make that up, babe?
No.
Did Yo do that?
No.
Hangry? Really? That's old? They're hangry. I've never heard that. They're angry and they're hungry. They're hangry. You ever wake up hangry in the morning? I like that, hangry. That's awesome. Hangry. So they're like, I mean, I was talking to this one guy. He was part of the Air Force. We were out here hunting caribou, and he had a really large bear on his 4-wheeler. I said, what happened? He goes, well, I shot a caribou. The bear was chasing the caribou. He turned and saw me. He was over 200 yards away, ran full speed after me.
Wow.
And I had to shoot it just to stop it. I mean, the bear just went like, oh, there's another opportunity to eat, and literally ran full speed at him from 200 yards away. And they're very aggressive. They don't always run from you. They'll run at you because they're hungry. Black bear are pretty they're underestimated though, because people think, well, the black bears we encounter, we're usually the first humans they see. Is that right? We're usually, and it is fun though, chasing bears. It's all about fear.
Wow.
I love chasing them. It's fun.
Maybe don't do that unless you're experienced in bear safety.
Guys, we're going to do a giveaway because we're at the tail end of this thing, and this is our last giveaway. So we have a sponsor, okay? And they made this bear bowl, and I'd never seen it before. It's a new company, and this is the coolest thing. It looks like the size of a kind of like a wide wallet. That doesn't feel very heavy.
Definitely practical when you're hiking or camping.
And they make, I forget how many sizes. Well, I'm going to show you. It's really cool. This is aluminum on the back because it can withstand heat. And you're going to pop this open when you want to use it. Okay.
Got the parachute cord.
Okay. And then what you're going to do then is actually, let's see how we do this here.
Snap, snap.
I haven't done this in a while, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it right. Oh, I should be doing this where you guys can see, huh? All right, so you literally go like this and snap it together, and now it just created
it's a little
container
for picking
that holds
berries.
Water, and you can put this on any kind of burner, and now you boil the water, or you do your noodles, or you do your ramen, or you do your stew, or you do your soup, or in our case, your wild grouse.
Unalik.
Yeah, or your You like some sort of like, what kind of wild soup would you make here in Alaska? You would put greens in here.
Yeah.
You would put your
fireweed greens.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You put that in there. And then when you're done boiling, or you're just boiling water for instant coffee or something like that, you need water. And they come in, this is one of the smaller sizes. They come in the mama bear, and they actually have a papa bear, which is much bigger. You could do like,
is this the baby bear?
Stew. This is called the bear bowl, but I don't know what model this one's called. But I'm getting ready to give one of these away, which is really cool. And so you're all done with it, guys. Check this out. Is this the coolest thing? A good water bowl for your dog? It could be. But what I love about it is, okay, you're done with it. Look how quick this is.
Folds right back up.
Well, what I really like, especially, man, that thing's on there really good. What I like about it, you go to clean it. Look at this. So you just wipe it clean. All right. So you don't have to scrub the pot. You're going to wipe this thing clean. You
can use the cord. Yeah, it's parachute cord.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's pretty cool. And then when you're done, you
snap it back close.
Yeah, I think I did it upside down. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. We'll get this right. All right. We're going to get this right. I can do this. I can do this, people. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Come on, I can do this.
There it is.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Perfect for the trail.
I'll practice and I'll get better at it. But they come in different sizes. And now this thing literally would fit in your coat pocket, your backpack, your tool bag, your camping gear, the glove box of your car, whatever. So you have something that you can always have a bowl. Quick and easy cleaning. I love that. Is it the coolest thing? Yeah, it really is. It's a new company. And GRAVY.LIVE has done a great job of finding some amazing sponsors. And I'm excited about this one. And I'm hoping that this particular one is going to be, I just hope this company keeps working with me, because I would actually like to push their products more often.
It's cool, especially if you're into like outdoors.
I love this. I want to get their entire set. In fact, I noticed on their website, and you're going to get a chance to order these right now. On their website, and notice they actually have a combo of like all four sizes for like $100, which is really cool.
Wow.
So what do you say we do it? Let's do a bowl giveaway.
Who is going to win the bear bowl?
Whoa, we're going to give this away. Quick, enter before time runs out. Is this the coolest, you guys? It's compact. It's lightweight, aluminum backed. It really looks like it's going to last a long time. And I wish I knew what this was made of.
12 feet of paracord. Wow.
Awesome.
Survival and camping.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
are you serious?
12 feet of paracord. That's very useful for all kinds of things.
So if you had to take it off of there, you have instant
12 feet
parachute cord. Wow. I could make snares with that.
Yep.
I know how to make snares. I could catch animals with that, and you would have food anywhere you want to go. Hey guys, while you guys are doing that, you have like 1 minute to respond, and we have two people that only two people that have entered. That blows my mind. So one of you got a 50% chance of winning. You got 1 minute to enter. Go ahead and enter. You won it. Lexi, this is cool. And in the future, I want to do an actual boiling like demo, and we'll have some fun. I want to get a couple.
Can we boil some unalik in it?
Tell them I want to get some other models, because I really want to try some of their other products. Yeah, that would be fun. But real quick, in the future, I'm talking to a friend of mine who's a professional dog musher, and I'm hoping to get him on as a co-host on this show on the GRAVY.LIVE. And we're going to show off pictures and video of his dogs, and you're going to be able to ask him questions about dog mushing. And we're going to do some really cool dog giveaways. So if you like dogs, Alaskan Huskies, this guy is a professional breeder, professional dog musher, and I'm in communication with him. I'm hoping to nail him down for an upcoming GRAVY.LIVE show on the PapaBearAlaska show. So you got 5 seconds, only 2 people, 1 of 2. I can't believe this. 5 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Ashley and Miss Karen.
This is crazy. This is crazy. So, look, you feel lucky, punk?
The
I want to change that
50,
too.
50.
Feel lucky, punk? You feel lucky?
Is that a Duke reference?
No, it's actually Dirty Harry.
Oh.
We had the Duke in my video, though.
Oh. No
way, no way.
Ashley. Wow.
You know what, Ashley? You are so deserving of this. This is so cool. So it's really cool. What you have to do is, I think you have to hit the accept. Now, you can also purchase this right now for $23. That is a really good deal. So there she is.
I look awful.
Oh my goodness, girl.
Ashley.
This is Ashley from Tennessee.
Hey.
And she just won the Bear Bowl.
Congratulations.
Don't be using this for a watering hole for your dog.
That's exactly what I'm
It's useful.
Well, you know what, though? You actually could, because if you were traveling and you came across a creek and you wanted to, you could just put this together, scoop up some water, and there you are, and you got water with you.
And then the 12-feet cord could be like a little leash. Maybe.
I think it'd be cool. You know what, though? I could, the bigger version especially, I could see putting this together when we go out blueberry picking.
Oh, yeah.
And you got a handle on it, and you're picking berries. Isn't that right, babe?
Yeah.
Wouldn't this be really good size for that? I didn't mean to cover you up. Sorry. But you could use it for a lot of things, so it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's so good to see you, girl. I'm glad you won. And so I think I already have, they're going to contact you. All right. I don't actually ship it to you. The company sends you a brand new one. So you don't get the one. This is actually mine. They send it, but you don't get this one, and you don't want it because I've been like messing with it. You get a brand new one in the box. Is that cool? Is that cool? And then you'll have to like scope about it and talk about it. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Alrighty. And you just ordered my hoodie, right?
I did.
You ordered one of these. What color did you get?
I got the gray.
You got the gray?
Gray.
Okay, so she just ordered the gray. I'm wearing the black. She just got the PapaBearAlaska, and that's at PapaBearAlaska.com.
PapaBearAlaska.
What shirt are you wearing, Ashley?
What shirt are you wearing now?
Winter Extreme.
Winter Extreme, our winter camp shirt. That's awesome.
Are you guys getting some Winter Extreme in Tennessee?
We're getting some cold weather. We haven't seen it.
Wow. Yes,
Nice.
congratulations. That is so cool. Guys, I hope you had fun on this show. And thanks so much for joining us, Ashley. This has been great. And let us know when you get this, because I want to hear about it.
I will.
Yeah. I want to watch you put it together.
Thank you.
All right. Bless you, girl. All right. You know what? I think we need to end it with our bumper video. And guys, thanks so much for all of your support.
Congrats, Sergeant.
And really appreciate it. And we're going to do this. Unless I'm out of the air, I'm planning to do this every week. And like I said, we're going to start our membership shows really soon. So consider joining and becoming a member. And I'm going to give you insider information that nobody else gets to see but you. Let's do this thing. Wow.
There's Dog Musher.
I'm going to get the job done.
You're going to get the job done.
I think you should eat a piece of that unalik.
You think so?
12:45 a.m.
We're burning daylight.
You better start packing a handgun. PapaBearAlaska.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for joining. We really appreciate it. We're going to wrap this show up. We went a little bit longer than an hour. Thank you, Keely, for being my co-host.
Thank you for having me.
You have this awesome information about Alaska.
I love.
We'll have to do another Alaska show down the road because it's just too much fun. It's such a big state. You can't get it all in one show.
Some tourist tips.
We'll do some more Alaskan food. Maybe we'll cook up some salmon next time.
Wow.
With that
would be
do
awesome.
some caribou stew. Sound good? Guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We're going to end the show now. And bless you. And thanks for coming. And be sure and follow. And we'd love you to join. Become a member.